Hey, I am about to record my flash briefing for the day, and I thought, you know what, let me go on live because I want to tell you about it here as well. So yesterday, or was it yesterday? It was yesterday that I posted basically my notes from the first day of the F8 conference, which is the Facebook Developers Conference. And there were a ton of updates. So I watched part two, and I watched the second half, or the second quarter, the last quarter of that presentation today, and I also watched day two, and then I wanted to give you an update. Actually, day two was super developers only. It was super high tech, and it was for people who actually create apps and stuff for Facebook. So definitely not my interest, wheelhouse, expertise, zone, none of that, and probably not yours. I mean, most of my audience is not really, you're not a developer. So I don't have anything for you on that front. But there were some things that I haven't seen really talked about anywhere else that have really gotten me excited. So I wanted to share those with you right away. One thing they announced was, and if you didn't watch my updates from yesterday, really incredible stuff happening in Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram. First of all, P2P payments in Messenger for the UK and France now. So I don't know if that means that if you're in France, you can pay me through Messenger and vice versa, or if that just means in France and in the UK, you can exchange money with each other. But all I know is that this is a little gem that lives inside a Messenger that a lot of people don't know about. The reason it is so fantastic is because you could send money to each other the way that you do on Venmo or PayPal, but it's completely free. There are no fees. So it's fantastic. So I don't know. I know that I don't offer this as a advertised form of payment for my products. But I think that with our Facebook Messenger bots, it really makes sense to do this. And so I need to figure out if we can do it from the US to the UK and France. I have a lot of clients and students who live in France and the UK, so this would be great. And then I'm sure they are going to be building this out to be global. And I'm sure they're just coming for PayPal's lunch and making it free with no fees is a huge selling point. PayPal just takes too much of a cut. Okay, the other thing that they brushed over, and I think I mentioned yesterday, but we're in Messenger, we can now share 4K photos and 360 videos fast. So it's nice to use AirDrop on our phones, but this is going to be even better. So super high resolution photos and 360 photos, super fast through Messenger. Interesting little tidbit when they talked about Messenger and Messenger bots, which I mentioned this yesterday, but the hold on building your bot has been lifted, so everybody can go back to building their bots. If you didn't yet create a Facebook Messenger bot, you can do that now. Just an interesting tidbit that people who engage through Messenger bots spend 20% more. So, what else? Oh, M translations. I thought this was so cool. So this is Messenger translation. So basically, we'll be able to talk to anybody anywhere in our native language, and it will automatically translate into theirs. I am sure there's going to be some hilarious things that get lost in translation or textlation, as I learned that term yesterday, or the day before yesterday during the keynote. They used that phrase, textlation. I'm sure some stuff's going to get lost and it'll be hilarious, but that's really, I think that's really neat. Now, certain languages, I used to live in southern Africa in a country called Lesotho, and the name of my street was Sing. Okay, so how are they going to translate that? But then again, there's probably not a whole bunch of people in Lesotho using Facebook Messenger, but maybe there are. I don't know. Okay, and This is, and this is I just did a watch party on this. So if you go to my Facebook page, you're on my Facebook page. No, I did it in my group, the Front Row, which if you're not a member, go to frontrowclassroom.com and you can watch the watch party. I just showed one segment of the F8 about virtual reality that I wanted you to see because honestly, I am still reeling from what I just saw. So on day one, when they announced that Oculus Go was available for sale, I jumped on it because it's $199 and it's really a big deal because, you know, what I know and what you probably know is that virtual reality is going to go so much further beyond games. I mean, I've always known since Facebook bought Oculus Rift that this was going to go beyond gaming, and I've really just kept one eye out for this, just sort of like, okay, what's going to happen with this? And I knew that it would eventually sort of come into social, and I'm sure you knew that as well. But we are there now, and so I'm so excited. So I ordered Oculus Rift. Oculus Go. I think it's going to be here tomorrow or today even. And so I'll do the unboxing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share the experience with you, but I'll be able to talk you through it. But on the watch party, I show you exactly why this is like mind blowing is because they're going to have they have an Oculus Go store. Right now there's 1,000 apps. So you can go there and with this headset, you don't need to plug into anything. You don't need your phone. You don't need anything. It's a standalone thing. You don't need headphones. You literally just stick it on and you are in another reality. When you download these apps, it opens up a world of experiences for you. Going into the Grand Canyon, whatever. Okay. So going inside the human body, a bunch of things that on its surface, like, do we need this? Maybe not. But then what they announced was, in addition to this, they are creating 3 experiences for social entertainment, in VR. Oculus Rooms and 2 entirely new social apps, Oculus TV and Oculus Venues. So he gives a demo of it. You can watch it on that watch party. But basically, this is where it gets so exciting, is because you can go into, for example, one of the social environments, and the other people are going to be there, and you can see them, their avatars, and you can hear them, and you are watching the same thing in this environment that feels very, very real. And eventually what's going to happen is that, don't you know, I mean, I'm just guessing, but this is going to happen. We're going to have gloves, and we are going to be able, that are sensory, programmed, and we're going to be able to reach out, and I'm going to be able to squeeze the person next to me's hand or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying. And so you're going to be able to like hug each other, and it's going to be incredible. Now, I also know what you're thinking, which I am also thinking is, do we need one more thing to remove us from this beautiful real world that we are a part of? And I would say my higher self, my best self, likes to think that what this will do is spark curiosity, enough curiosity about the world around us, about the people around us, that, that's going to light the fire, and then we are going to go out and want to experience it in real life. Okay. The other thing is that empathy. Okay. I can read an article in the newspaper about the people who have to dig through trash in Calcutta to feed themselves. And I can tell my kids about that, or I can put them in that environment, and the war, and this comes to life, and anything. Okay. Walking through space, the people in space, in the space station, we're watching them in their toolbox or picking up a rock or whatever. And I don't know. I just personally think this is absolutely just completely riveting. Good morning, everybody. So that's it. Really, really exciting stuff happening, and make sure and watch yesterday's update. I'm also going to be sending this out in a more abbreviated form on my flash briefing. If you aren't already subscribed to my flash briefings on Alexa, they come out Monday through Friday, and it's just this stuff. It's not usually this long. It's just there's not usually this much information. Sometimes there is, but they're usually about 3 minutes long, and you just say to your Alexa, "Hey Alexa, play my flash briefing." And if you are subscribed, then it will play. Also, if you are currently receiving my flash briefings, would really appreciate it if you would go to Amazon, do a little search for Front Row Entrepreneur. It'll pop up, and leave me a review if it's a good review. Okay, if it's a bad review, send me a direct message and I'll fix whatever you don't like. But don't give me 1 star like that lady, Miss Hines, did. Because it makes your averages go way down. But she did help me because her complaint was legit and I fixed it. Okay, so that's it, everybody. Have a great day. You'll be getting your flash briefing via Alexa and via my messenger bot if you're subscribed. And if you don't want it, just say no thanks and it won't come again. Bye.